Hi everyone, it's Lisa Mears here, and today I'm going to be making a Mother's Day card using the Spring Jar stamp set from Pretty Pink Posh. This stamp set is a 4x6 stamp set that has a mason jar as well as lots of flowers, leaves, there's a bow, there's even a label to put on your mason jar, and there's some Easter eggs, butterfly, spider, and a ladybug. There's also some sentiments to go along with this jar. So I stamped out all of the images that I'm going to be using onto some Bristol Smooth Cardstock, and I'm coloring them up with my Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens. For the jar, I added a little bit of the light blue color along the edges, and I'm just using my blender marker to blend that blue so that it just looks like a shadow around the jar. I'm using the Peach Pink Zig Clean Color Real Brush pen to color this flower. I add some of the peach pink along the inside edge and then add some of the sugar almond pink right over top of that and blend it a little bit further out towards the end of the petal. And then I take the blender pen and just blend it all the way out to the edge of the petal. So it's darker from the inside and gets lighter on the edge. I'm going to color the center with the yellow marker as well as the blender. For the smaller flower, I'm going to be using the light violet and the blender. So just the one color and then just blending that out and also using yellow for the center. I do go over that a second time with the light violet just to make it a little bit darker in the center. For this leaf, I'm using the May Green, adding a little bit to the edge and then using the blender to blend it out. And then for this leaf, I'm using the Fluorescent Green and coloring it the same way with the blender. So I use the two different color greens on the leaves for this stamp set just because I wanted to have a variation in the green colors for those stamps. For this particular flower, I colored in yellow as well as the blender, and the center is orange. And I'm using the same orange pen for this flower in the lower right hand corner by adding some of the orange along the bottoms of the petals and then extending it out with the yellow and then the blender marker. So for my card, I am going to be including all of these flowers in the mason jar, but think about all of the possibilities that you can include in this mason jar. You can actually use this for so many different occasions. You could fill this jar with Easter eggs that you saw in the stamp set and use it as an Easter card. You can fill it with Christmas ornaments for a Christmas card. You can make a snow globe with it, possibly put a layer of snow at the bottom and have a snowman inside for a winter card. You can have hearts coming out of it for a Valentine's Day or even a love card. But I'm going to turn mine into a Mother's Day card with the flowers coming out of it. And you can even make that into a birthday card, a thank you card, or even a sympathy card. There are so many possibilities with this mason jar. So I finished coloring all of my stamps and I will die cut them with the coordinating dies off camera. But in the meantime, I have a piece of Bristol Smooth Cardstock that I cut down to 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm inking it up with the Trellis stencil from Pretty Pink Posh. I'm just adding some ink to the center and I'm fading it out on the edges. I just wanted to have a little bit of the stencil showing on the center, but still have some white showing around the edges of the cardstock. And I'm using a very light ink. The ink that I'm using is the Buttercream ink from Scrapbookcom. Once I finish adding the ink, I will remove the stencil, and then I'm just going to go over the stenciled part of that cardstock with the same color ink just to add some more of that color over top of the white. But I'm still leaving plenty of white along the edges. So I was just going for a very clean and simple look. Now I'm going to start building the mason jar with the flowers. So I go ahead and just lay everything on the cardstock how I think I want it to look. And once I have all of the flowers arranged the way that I want them, I'll go ahead and start gluing them down. So I'll start with the mason jar by adding that first, making sure that it's tucked underneath that pink flower. I'm going to go ahead and add the bow to the side of the mason jar. And then I'm going to start adding the flowers and leaves from the bottom up. So I'm starting with the images that are underneath, and then I will glue the images that are on top. And I'm also going to add the butterfly popped up on some foam tape so that it has some dimension. For my sentiment, I'm going to use the Mom hot foil plate from Pretty Pink Posh. So once my Glimmer hot foil machine is hot and ready, I'll place the Glimmer hot foil plate on the platform. Next, I'll add the hot foil face down on the Glimmer plate, followed by my cardstock. And I'm using a smooth white cardstock because I find that gives me the best results. I'll go ahead and add the plates on top. And then I'm going to run this through my Spellbinders, die cutting, and embossing machine. And once that comes out, look at that beautiful foiling on the cardstock. And I used a really pretty pink foil to match the pink in the flowers that I had colored. So I'm going to die cut the word mom using the Mom Shadow die. And by the way, the Mom hot foil plate also comes with a Mother hot foil plate. So you get 2 hot foil plates in one package. And the shadow die also comes with the word mother. So once I die cut the word mom, I'm going to go ahead and put glue on it and add it to my card front. And then I'm going to add a few of the pearl embellishments. These are the Pansey purple pearls as well as the Flamingo pearls from Pretty Pink Posh. I'll add this layer to a piece of pink cardstock that I cut to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then I'm going to add it to an A2 size card base. So my A2 size card base measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. So I hope you liked my card today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you'll be notified when new videos release. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day. Bye-bye.